Mikey, despite the result tonight, what positive takeaways can you take from the group? And now, what lectures can you take going into the second consecutive road game, going into Charlotte next week?
I would say the positives are, we played with initiative, which is something that we want to do all the time. So that's important. And then I think that we created plenty of chances. So we created chances, and we weren't probably ruthless enough with the chances we created, and then we also gave up too many chances. So we'll have a lot of learning lessons from this game, but I would say the positives are we're going to learn something from the game and take that into next week's away game. And we did play with initiative. The boys fought till the end. Could have made it 3-3, even not playing our best.
Thank you, Mikey. We'll go to Tony Sanchez. Tony, go ahead.
Thank you. Coach Mikey, in game, there was clearly a lot of space that Colorado was taking advantage in the short time that they had the ball. What do you think led to them having those opportunities and really capitalizing on those where your team obviously maintained possession of the ball most of the game?
As a team that was trying to catch us in transition, and we made a mistake in the build-up, 2 mistakes in a row, which again is part of who we are. So it's not a problem that we try to play through on those. But we made some uncharacteristic mistakes today in terms of just technical executions. And then at the end of the day, I think it's a tough first goal to concede, to be honest. I've watched it back a few times, and I think the only thing that I ask for is just consistency from week to week, because last week I was told that they wouldn't give anything soft in the box when Luka got pushed from behind in the box, and I can take that logic, but then today is a bit tough.
And then how much do you attribute it to also having to face Stefan, who's having a pretty great season coming into the early stages as well?
I think it's more on us, to be honest. I think that if we have the quality that we usually have, even not playing our best, I think we can still score the third and the fourth.
Perfect. Thank you. Safe travels.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll just do one final question. Mikey, late sub in the game, but Tomas's ability to come in right off the bench and score a few minutes after, what does that speak on the mentality from the guys that come in and set foot coming off the bench?
I think it sets the mentality of the whole group, really, that we're willing to make changes, right? Because we have a big squad. We trust the guys that are on the bench to come in and help us change the game. And then at the end of the day, we have a fighting team spirit. So we're down 3-1. And really, I think we're unfortunate not to make that 3-3 at the end. So that's something that I think was really positive as well. Going back to the first question, that the group definitely didn't give up, and we fought till the end, and we were almost able to turn it around.
I think just to take a step back, I think that it wasn't our best game.
Recording in progress.
We thought we had good opportunities here, playing a lot, but we never really got the rhythm during the game. They were good at pressing us high, and they were good at their long balls, picking up second balls, and testing our rest defense. So a couple of boxes we couldn't take off today, and that's why we get no points.
Thank you. We'll go to questions from Tony Sanchez. Tony, go ahead.
Thank you. Jeppe, obviously as a captain, you had a conversation in that penalty call. What were you trying to advocate for your team in that moment, and what was ultimately the conversation about that decision for the penalty call in the first half?
No, it's on the pitch. Of course, you would try to make the call go your way, and CJ felt like he had a I don't know if it was an arm to the head or we talked about the contact. It was, if it was soft, that it was like actually on the foot, or he like pushed his hands in front, but I haven't seen it again, so I can't really say much. It's just the feeling on the pitch was just like you thought kind of the ball would play through, and then suddenly he threw the penalty kick, and like from my point of view, I didn't really know why, so like we just try to influence as much as possible, but if they check it and everyone's agreeing, it's probably the right decision.
And then what made it difficult as you maintained most of the possession of the ball throughout the game? they were taking advantage of that space. What made it about this team in Colorado so difficult to defend?
No, it's like it's tough every time you have to do the like 50, 100 meters run up here. You can feel it in your lungs, and our goal was not to do that much as we did today. So them being as effective they were on the transitioning and making us run a lot back and forth made the game not being as calm as we wanted and more of a chaos game, which benefited them way more than it did for us. So yeah, we didn't really control the second ball spaces when they hit the striker good enough, which allowed them to keep the attack for a longer time. So yeah, I also feel like in football, once you get behind and you start, of course, playing a lot, sometimes it's also okay for them to set a little and counter. And yeah, it was kind of that feeling we had today.
Thank you so much. Safe travels.
Thank you.
And finally, Jeppe, coming off of 2 home games, now you're going to a 2 road game stretch. What mentality can you carry into the next match coming off of tonight?
Oh yeah, we know it. We know our level, and I also think we have the feeling that when we play our level, we will win games. So it's for us to work hard so we maintain it every game. We cannot drop high and low in our level, even not doing a game, because then we don't control as much as we want, and it's not on our terms. So yeah, for us, it's we know what we want to do and what we have to do. So it's a week more of being consistent in all the patterns and all the things we've been also good at in some games, and yeah, also not forgetting that, because yeah, this is one game that's gonna be a lot more.
Jasper, what are your feelings coming back here? You know, spending a year in Colorado and then getting traded, and now starting back at right back.
Yeah, always good to come back and get playing time. You know, that was my personal goal here, and now have it at another club, and it's been going well so far. Obviously, yeah, disappointed not to get a point or even 3 out of it. I think it was a good fight with a good chance on both sides, but yeah, fortunately we couldn't contribute at the end and don't take any points away.
Is altitude any different playing at sea level normally than coming back?
Oh, of course it is, you know. A lot of the guys are complaining about it now. I mean, we faced it in Salt Lake already a little bit, but here's a different level. Just try to manage the game a little bit better. I felt like in the first half we didn't do as good as a job as we did in the second half with the ball, but that definitely helps to just stay composed and keep your fitness higher. But yeah, it's a factor for sure.
How much of a surprise was it to be taken in that expansion draft? I mean, what have you kind of made over the last however many months that it's been kind of fitting into a new role?
I mean, wasn't a huge surprise not being with Colorado anymore, because I feel like after the year that I have, it was kind of obvious that like we both wanted different things from that year. So yeah, I was glad that we had a mutual agreement that I can move on and find a new club. And then with San Diego approaching me and seeing me in this right back role that I grew in now, I played it in college a long time. I played in Germany, so I feel very familiar with it, and I like it. It gives me a lot of freedom to push forward as well, make those late runs in and be dangerous from that, and also have my 1v1s on the side. So yeah, I feel like it's a role that fits me and suits me, and hopefully yeah, will help the team to win.
You trade shirts with anybody tonight?
Yeah, same Vines.
Okay.
Was there any added fire coming back to the stadium tonight? It seemed like...
No, there's no hard feelings like coming here, you know, like it was an honest and like direct communication that we had with coaching staff and like even front office guys, you know. Feel like you just have to be honest about what happened last year, you know, and it wasn't good enough on my part. Maybe it's been a bad luck as well for me. You've seen other guys stepping in the role and taking their chances. So yeah, it was just a fair point of them saying, yeah, might as well like look, if something opens up for you, wish you all the best. And now something opens up for me, and I feel very well there. And yeah, hope we can push for more.
Regardless of that situation, it seemed chippy tonight. Close game.
Two teams that haven't played each other.
Yeah. Does it feel like maybe, can you talk about that chippiness and maybe this becoming one of San Diego's first rivalries?
I mean, we got California rivalries already with LA's,
Sure.
But yeah, I feel like it's just always a little bit trippy when two good teams go at each other, and it's like a close game. You know, you're trying to get the edge a little bit, try to get in each other's heads. And I feel like Colorado did a good job with that, like delaying our restarts and all that stuff. We're the kind of direct team as well, want to get the ball in play quickly and break through the lines very quickly. So they did a good job of delaying that. And maybe some guys don't like it. I don't like it when it happens against me, but obviously we do the same thing when it's going our way, And if you have the lead and you're trying to take away some time, that's just fair game, The ref has to do the job then, and if he doesn't, that's on him. But you can't really complain about it. It's part of the game.
One of the biggest away sections that I've seen here at Dick's Sporting Goods Park. How has that been in other stadiums? How does tonight compare to some of that, and how nice was it to have this?
It's always packed. The away section is always good. We have them at the hotel already. They cheer us on when we go for our team walk. They cheer us on when we go to the bus. It doesn't matter if it's here, if it's Austin, or wherever it is. We had the LA game early this year. I mean, that was just phenomenal to see when we walked out on the pitch. You just had 2,000-3,000 guys out chanting LA, which was incredible. So our fans are doing a huge part, and I'm very, very happy that we have such a fan base. And despite the result, they still went for us, and they still cheered us on and gave everything they had, as well as we did our part on the pitch. I think it's just such a good thing to both give 100% no matter what side you're on. Yeah.
You think the Röhm is going to come to MLS?
True.
You think Thomas Müller is going to come to MLS?
Yeah, there's some rumors about it. I don't know what he's gonna do. I heard a couple different clubs are interested in him. I heard as well that LAFC is on him because it's a partner club of Bayern Munich as well. But obviously, I would be very happy to see another familiar face from Bundesliga here in MLS. We've played Marco Reus a couple of times now, and it's just nice to see your childhood idols. I was 16 when they won the World Cup, and he was right there, and I was just going crazy with it, So if I have one day I have a chance to play against him, if he comes to MLS, that'd be huge dream for me come true.
Jasper, good to see you. Good luck with the rest
Appreciate
of the
you.
season.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
Good to see you.
You too.